We're in Denton County, more specifically Denton Town Square, retracing the steps of Bonnie Parker, Clyde Barrow. The vlog begins right now. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back for another exciting travel vlog. Like I said, we are here in Denton, right in Town Square. There's the Denton courthouse right there. And we are retracing the steps of notorious gangsters from 1930s, Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. Now, if you haven't seen my Bonnie and Clyde video, a couple videos back, I was down in the city of Dallas, going to their grave sites, where they worked, where they grew up, where they lived, all the above. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link down below. Go check that out. Anyway, this is kind of part two of it. So we're in Denton, Texas, which is probably about an hour north of the city of Dallas. Bonnie and Clyde used to come up here all the time. Denton's a very, very old town. So one of the oldest towns, like where we live, Denton County, in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro. So like I said, we're here at the courthouse. There's a bit of a history with Bonnie and Clyde here, and we're gonna take you on that journey today. So first stop is going to be West Oak Street, and we'll tell you about that right now. All right, starting off the Bonnie and Clyde journey today. This right here is, ladies and gentlemen, is West Oak Street. Back in the day, the year was 1929. This was the first big robbery that the Clyde Barrows, Clyde himself, as well as his brother Buck, known as Buck, his name was Marvin, but they was known as Buck. This was the first big robbery they made. The business was called the Motor Mart Garage. It is no longer here to this day, but this was the street the building was on. I have no idea if it was down there, over here. I couldn't find much on the websites, but now both Clyde and Buck were very young at the time. Funny enough, Buck was caught. He was shot at and arrested. I believe he got actually hit with a bullet. He was shot somewhere right on the street. So Buck was captured, taken to jail, East Ham Jail in Texas, and Clyde escaped. Clyde apparently hid under an abandoned house. I guess there was a porch area, so he hid under that and escaped. And then he hitchhiked from here all the way down to Dallas, which I said is about an hour. So I can't imagine hitchhiking back in the day would probably, take a decent amount of time, but that's what Clyde did. Right here. So this is the courthouse today. Obviously I don't know, maybe the same building was here back when Bonnie and Clyde were up this way. But Denton Square is pretty dang beautiful today. Actually, most of the outskirts of Denton aren't too appealing. But right in Denton Square, they have so many shops, restaurants. They have a nice record store that we're going to go and check out. Beautiful. In 1932, Bonnie and Clyde came back up to Denton, and they were planning to rob two banks. Two banks. The first bank was right here, Exchange National Bank. It's no longer a bank today, but the building is still the same. It was built in 1882. I can see it right now, so let's check it out. So this used to be Exchange National Bank back in the day. Bonnie and Clyde planned to rob this bank, along with Denton County National Bank. I still have to find that building. I don't know if it's still here or not, but this one is. So they planned to rob it. However, one of the Barrow gang members actually was walking around the courthouse and noticed two Texas Rangers were sitting by. So they aborted the mission, and they actually never robbed either of these banks, but it was planned. You could see, wow, 1882. Yep. This was the building. It's Wells Fargo, so many restaurants. That looks like a cool little bar up there. Straight ahead, I was not sure if they still had the building, but they do. This was the Denton County National Bank. Coming up. Denton National Bank. All right, so same story with this one. This was the bank. I guess it's, look at that, the bank building. This was the bank that Bonnie and Clyde planned to rob in 1932 until one of the gang members were walking around and noticed Texas Rangers sitting. They aborted the mission, did not rob, but this bank was supposed to be robbed that day, right there. We're walking about 1 block down from the courthouse, right back there, to the Campus Theater. Famous theater here in Denton County. Let's talk about it. So 1967, the famous movie, just titled Bonnie and Clyde, came out, and it appeared right here in Denton at the Campus Theater. Still the same building, and it's an operating theater to this day. 2 famous actors, I cannot remember their names. Honestly, I don't feel like looking it back up, but they played Bonnie and Clyde, and it was actually, most of it was filmed in Pilot Point, Texas, which is 28 to 30 minutes from here. A lot of it was filmed in Texas, and that's why they premiered it right here at the Campus Theater. Pretty cool. So still right here in Denton Square, there's a really cool, looks like a record store, Recycled Books Records. We're gonna go check it out right now. Look at that. This looks like an old abandoned theater. Look at it. All boarded up. Who knows how long this was here. Wow, look at this. Get your tickets right here. Yep. All closed down. All right, guys, that wraps up for me this vlog today. We are heading out of out of Denton. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you all next time on the Travel Channel. Take care.